Okay, so I'm going to show you how to get started for this spooky photogram. So first thing you're going to want to do is open the clip art, etc. website or find, on Google some spooky things. So, maybe look for insects, so on, so forth, whatever you want. I'm going to look for a snake just to be quick and fast. Ooh, centipedes, millipedes, that could be good too. This website is full of so many good things. Let's see if snakes. Oh no. What is snake? That's like a reptile or something? Where's reptiles? Reptiles, there we go. Reptiles. Okay, snakes and lizards. Perfect. All right, so I know I want to use some snakes in my photogram. Oh, this one will look cool. I'm happy with this. Great. All right. So I'm going to get this into a Google slide. So for Photograms, nothing's going to change size. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to hop onto Google Slides. I'm going to make a new slide. Okay, I'm going to start a new slide. And I'm going to call this Spooky Photograms. Okay, and I'm gonna first set my page up to be the exact size of my photo paper. So we're gonna use 5x7 for this. So we need to go to File, Page Setup, File, Page Setup, and we're gonna print this Custom. We're gonna do Custom, File, Page Setup, Custom, and I wanna do 7 inches by 5 inches, Apply. Okay, you can do horizontal or vertical, that doesn't matter. But this will just keep things the correct size. Okay, I'm gonna do layout, just blank. Okay, now I'm ready to start putting my images on here. So let's see if I can just copy this, paste this. So I think I wanna use a snake on my photogram, okay? Size it how you want it to be on your final image, okay? We're gonna print these out and do some cutouts because I don't want like all this grass and stuff. I really just want the snake. Okay, so maybe I'll do kind of big for this. If I want more than one snake, copy paste. Okay, now there's not really room for 2 snakes on here. So I just need to make a new slide. Okay, Control M, layout, blank. And I'm gonna put this other snake. I wanna use 2 snakes. I need to put them on more than one piece of paper to cut out, okay? Maybe I want to right click and I can rotate this somehow. How do I rotate it? I always forget. Okay, here we go. Rotate, flip. Maybe I want this one flipped and I want it a little bit smaller. Okay, so fit what you can so we're not printing off tons of pieces of paper, but like this doesn't work, right? I can't fit 2 snakes on here. I can still use 2 snakes in my picture because when I'm in the darkroom, I can layer images, but I can't layer them for printing, if that makes sense. Okay, now I can find some other things. Maybe I want some like creepy bugs here. I don't know. Actually, the bug is going to be pretty hard to cut out. So you're going to have to cut these things out. So do keep that in mind. Okay, I'm not going to be able to cut out all these little legs. I'll probably just cut this out in a big shape. Copy, paste. Okay, maybe that can fit up here. Or maybe I want it smaller or whatever. All right, the image when you go into the darkroom is also going to be reversed. Okay, so that can look kind of cool. Everything white is going to be black. Everything black is going to be white. But sometimes you want it to look exactly like what it looks like here in the picture. Okay, so maybe I'll make 2 copies. I'll go over here, copy, paste. And one of these, I'm not sure if I want it to be a negative or positive. So one of these I'm going to invert. All right, the way to do that, I said, remember you might need to make an image negative. In Google Slides, use Format Options, Recolor. So I'm going to click here and say Format Options, Recolor. Okay, and then one of these is kind of like the opposite. That's that one. Okay? All right? Does that make sense? Let me get another image. I'm also just going to find, maybe I want the word like Happy Halloween. Or the phrase, sorry. Okay, maybe I want to have a cutout like this. Maybe I want to put this on my spooky photogram. So I'm going to right click, copy, go on here. Is this going to fit on here? I don't know. So I'm going to make a new page. I'm going to paste it on. And then I'm going to recolor this. Oh, there we go, to the negative, so on and so forth. Okay? And then that way I can cut this out and put this onto my final thing. When I'm ready to print, I think you can print from Google, but I'm not positive. If you're having issues, let me know. You're going to say File, Print, and you're going to choose, it's like M553, room 193, something like that. If this is not showing up for you, okay, if there's like a million printers showing up, okay, there should only be like 1 or 2 printers showing up. If nothing's showing up for you, the other option is to download all of these as JPEGs. File, download JPEG. File, download JPEG. And once they are JPEGs, let me show you. File, download JPEG. Once they're JPEGs, I can go here in my downloads and I can right click. For you, you're gonna see it says show more options and then print. I have an old operating system, so it's just print. For you guys, you're gonna right click on it and it's gonna say show more options and then you click print. And the printer should be there. It should say like 193, something like that. And you can choose what size is this supposed to be? 5 by 7. So I'm gonna click 5 by 7. Okay, and then I can print that off. Once I've printed it, there's scissors in the classroom. You're gonna cut your items out, and I have a folder for you guys to collect all of your things, okay? So you're aiming today, we have like 25 minutes, print off at least 2 things that you can cut out for next week, okay? And we'll continue cutting and printing next week as well. All right, so this one I made here. Let me show you. This was the example one. For stuff like fog and stuff like this, I have some transparencies that I'll give you next week. Okay, but this was just like I looked up a monster hand and I cut that out. And then I think I used clip art, etc. to look up some spiders. Okay, and I cut those out. So these were all just paper cutouts. Okay, other than the foggy stuff, I have like transparencies that I'll give you guys. Okay, and what color is it? Everything's gonna be black and white. The printer is 193. It should say like M553 or something, room 193. Okay, and remember, the whole thing is gonna be 5 by 7. So I didn't arrange these this size on my slide, right? I printed them out, and then when you're in the darkroom, you can cut and rearrange things.